What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope everyone had a great weekend. We're back on NBA 2K25, and today we actually have ourselves a challenge. I believe it's the first one we will be doing in 2K25. As today we will be attempting to go 82-0. I don't think I've ever really had much success with this. Obviously, it's a really hard thing to do, but I'm looking to get better at it. So let's go ahead and jump in and do our first 82-0 attempt in 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Also, comment down below and especially drop a like if you want to see more challenges just like this. Obviously, we're waiting the trade deadline and it's very quiet right now as far as some juicy rumors to be talking about. Kind of just waiting for trades to happen, and then obviously we'll do videos on them. But first and foremost, we have to pick our colors, and since I am rocking Detroit in the background right now as far as the colors are concerned, we have to actually have the second overall pick, which is going to be very useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sim the entire draft and see who we walk away with, but get a number 2 overall pick should help out a ton. But we're going to look at the team that 2K has given us, and it looks like we're about to get a stud up top because Wemby goes 1, which would have been super helpful. But we got Giannis, so I will absolutely take that. Honestly, kind of wish we would have gotten somebody younger, but Wemby, bro, if we could have started the video with Wemby, that would be freaking awesome. But we'll see what our team looks like after it's all said and done. So Power King has his first overall, so I'm assuming we got a really good player in round 2 as well. So the moment of truth to look at this roster, this is the roster we will be working with to go 82-0. I saw we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Honestly, kind of wish we would have gotten like Luka instead, not gonna lie. So it's Giannis and Bam. Okay, that's a really good defensive front court. I can actually rock with that for the rest of the video. Drew Holiday, defensively, Brook Lopez, Santi Aldama, Quentin Grimes, Alvarado, Duncan Robinson. We definitely have some sours to use at our disposal, and obviously we have our draft picks as well because I've actually reset all draft picks across the league. But yeah, a Giannis and Bam Adebayo start is not bad. I won't lie to you. Honestly, like, if I can trade Giannis for... No, I only get a beat offered, which to me is just not worth it, so we'd obviously rather keep Giannis. But, like, if I could have gotten Wemby or Luka, I think that would just been a tad bit better, but we'll rock with Giannis Antetokounmpo for as long as we possibly can. But I definitely think we start this video with some trades, so kind of want to see what the market is suggesting. So we'll start with Bam Adebayo, but Giannis obviously going to be our main scorer at the power forward spot, which is awesome, but I definitely think we need to go for it as soon as possible because Giannis is already 29 years old. So let's see if there's anything of interest that pops up. So like Derek Lively is fairly interesting because obviously he's on his rookie contract, I think another year after this. Actually 2 more years. So that would save us a ton of money. And Lively will get better than Bam Adebayo. So I actually already kind of like that first initial trade. Porzingis, also really cool, but 29 years old already. Jimmy Butler, Dennis Schroeder, Damian Lillard, Jarrett Allen, not a bad one either. But honestly, I do think... Ooh, Zion Williamson's interesting too. But the spacing just wouldn't make any sense. So I do think we're going to start with this one. We're going to trade for Derek Lively. I think Derek Lively will develop enough where it would be really good, and he'll be very cheap for the next 3 years on top of that. We do get Rozier's salary, which sucks, but we can use that in a trade. Bam Adebayo just, Lively is only, you're going to get to an 86 overall eventually. Bam doesn't progress that much, so I'm definitely cool with starting this video with that. So Lively is going to be our brand new 5. If he's a backup or a starter, I think either way we're chilling with that. But we do have some salaries. There's probably going to be a lot of trades that we do at the beginning of this because obviously our draft picks probably won't be very valuable considering that we are power ranking number 1st overall. I assume that probably hurts our value. Let's see. It's a 2-star and protected, which is better than nothing. But let's go ahead and continue to make trades. I like that Derek Lively trade to start things off. So Giannis and Derek Lively are here to stay, but everyone else is still, out. We're still looking to trade as many players as possible. Probably going to move with Drew Holiday next. All right, I have a trade that I actually love here. So this is the trade we're going to do. Zachary Richichet is someone who develops super nicely. And honestly, he is cheap, like I said. So we're building kind of a cheap foundation around Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. We are trading a first-round pick to do this, but we're also getting one in return. Our value is diminished a tad bit, but I think this is a good trade. So Richichet is going to be a really good addition. So this might all be for the long haul, but I think we do it. So Richichet is going to be a Detroit Piston. So that's a good start. Lively and Richichet. Kind of collecting some of those cheap players that can develop really nicely. And like I said, their contract's going to be super cheap. So we should be able to go attack in free agency potentially or just, make it easier to make trades later. So I think the last trade we're going to do here before we start simulating is we're going to get Mitchell Robinson, who's a very cheap backup center going forward, and Josh Green, who's not a bad player at all either. We do trade a first round pick to do this, but I'm okay with it. So that is going to rock with for now. Obviously, this team right here is not going to be 2-0, but it's a process that we're going to start building things going forward. The fact that Ricochet is not in the lineup is actually kind of insane. I don't know why that wouldn't even be the case. Like, Ricochet is definitely going to be playing over Isaac Okoro. That's not even a question. I'm assuming our system proficiency is weird. I don't know, because I don't know why Ricochet just isn't getting the start automatically. We're definitely going to play him a ton of minutes. We'll do the same thing with Derek Lively as well. But there might be more trades moved made at the deadline. But Ricochet, Giannis, and Lively are 3 guys I'm definitely focused on going forward. Proficiency is, oh yeah, because it's a defensive system. That makes sense. But it's a 4-star already, which is good. Giannis is a great fit. Grimes, good fit, but obviously Lively and Ricochet not as much. Giannis is going to fit anything, so that's not really going to matter going forward. But Lively and Ricochet as 2 good pieces brought in. Mitchell Robinson, I definitely think, is a solid foundation. But obviously, there's more work to be done. Maybe there's a team selling at the deadline. We could pick up another good player here. But I like the start we've gotten off to. And honestly, this team's already doing really good. So, I don't know, man. Just saying. Maybe it won't be that hard today. Maybe. We'll see. So we're 33-18 at the trade deadline. And just to show you guys, I have cheesed here just a little bit. Obviously, I'm trading guys for first-round picks because that becomes important. And you have to do that when you're obviously doing an 82-0 challenge. But I have something of interest that's come across my desk. And I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off, but it's at least worth an attempt. Like, Chet Holmgren is, rebuilding, and he has to be paid soon, which is the only crappy part about it. But if we can get Chet Holmgren, which would be awesome. Anthony Edwards, they're rebuilding, and he's not untouchable. But I kind of want to get, like, a really good core piece at this deadline if possible. And then the most interesting one, but the one that's probably going to be unlikely to pull off, is Wemby. The Hornets are just straight up selling. So if I could find a way to get Wemby, obviously I would. Again, the odds of this being able to happen, though, are very slim, but we got to try at least. So we're going to probably have to do with either Lively or Ricochet. So I'm going to start with Lively, and I'm just going to throw as many first-round picks at them. I don't think this gets it done, but we can at least try this and see if it would be even close. It probably wouldn't be if I had to guess, but, you just got to try it. So let's see if we can make it happen. All of this for Wemby, and no, they're not going to do that. So I kind of figured I would throw Ricochet in here as well if they want to. Like, I'm fine with trading both of them if that means we get Wembanyama. But I don't know what that just said. But okay, so Ricochet, Lively, and all these picks for Wemby. Do we get them? No. So no Wemby, but definitely was worth a shot. I'm going to see if we can get it for Chet, though. I think Chet might be possible still. And it's always, oh, there he is. I was about to say, it's always hard to remember what team these guys are on, but can I get Chet for this much? Let's see. They agree? No, Chet Holmgren either. Ricochet, I don't know if I'd throw Ricochet in here for Chet. It was worth a shot, so that's not going to happen. So no bueno on that, but it was worth a shot. Anthony Edwards, still interesting to me, but I don't think we'll be able to pull this off. Brooke Lopez, Lively would have to be out. Oh, I guess we just need another player in the trade. But Edwards, like, more than likely, yeah, like that. This is going to be really hard to pull off. Probably have to wait for these picks to get better, unfortunately. We'll throw Ricochet in here as well, just in case. And nah, so not going to happen. So ultimately, we picked up some picks at the deadline, but we're not able to get any of the guys we wanted. We'll have to keep on waiting. But actually, wait. Adjust rotation manually. And let me try this again. Let me trade Brooke Lopez. Let me trade some guys still away, because like Brooke Lopez isn't expiring. So, might as well trade him while we can, and then some of these other guys. So, Brooke Lopez we'll throw in here. We'll make some other trades, but I just want to show you that we picked up some draft picks. We're going to try for some superstars here. We can pick up some more picks as well, which we'll probably do. But what do we want to do here first? So, for Paul George, no thank you. Terrence Mann, a lot protected pick. Kevin Herter, Jordan Poole. KCP in a pick. Kyle Kuzma. Max Strus. Actually, I don't mind picking up somebody with some more salary because we could trade them later on. So, I'm going to do this with Kevin Herter. We're not after a championship this year, and I'm going to do it with Mr. Aldama and Quentin Grimes really quickly as well, and then I'll call this good for year 1. I think we had some production, but obviously more work to be done, clearly. But if we can trade these expiring contracts to get value before they just walk for nothing, that would be ideal. So Santi Aldama, I don't know why it's taking forever to make this trade, so maybe I'll just show you guys what it looks like at the end of the season, what we got in return, because this is taking forever to load. What the hell is going on? Actually, didn't realize how much value Santi Aldama has, but the 76 are offering us Jakob Poeltl. His trade value could come in handy later on. That took forever to load up, but very happy to walk away with Jakob Poeltl. Can we get this to load a little bit faster, 2K? Is that going to be possible, or are we going to be sitting here at the deadline forever? This is the last trade I want to make, because everyone else is under contract, so we're chilling here. I know I kind of said at the beginning of the video, my goal was maybe go after free agents, but probably won't be the goal here. Trades are probably going to be our best friends. We picked up some draft picks, and we picked up some pieces here. So Trey Lyles, Noah Clowney. Okay, I just want to see all the options on the table before I just pull the trigger on some of these. So let's see. Last trade, the deadline, Chris Paul, Oubre, Schroeder, Von Looney. So probably going to be just picking up a draft pick and a player, it looks like. So Chumo Kiki from Milwaukee. It's an unprotected Bucks pick, so hopefully they end up being bad here soon. This will be the last trade we do, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season, where we're probably going to be in the playoffs, but ultimately it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I just want to be in a position to eventually make a big trade to put next to Giannis. So Luka is in a Knicks uniform winning MVP, so shout out to Luka Doncic, and here are the rest of the awards. We did get Clyde Ware as the executive, so we went 53 and 29, and obviously Giannis makes All-NBA first team, but we need one of these other guys on his team as well. So that's going to be the game plan. This offseason, the ultimate goal is to get like an Anthony Edwards or a Wembanyama. Like Wemby's going to be really hard to pull off, but like maybe Luka. Like we need to get one of these guys on this team, and that's going to be the game plan. So we are the second seed in the East, and here were your player stats. So you had 30 from Giannis, but like I said, to me, the ultimate goal is to get another superstar that carries in 2K, and then we can surround them with role players, and that will be my ultimate strategy going after 82-0. It looks like we might win a championship in year 1, and no, we lost in 7. So we lost to Kawhi Leonard of all people. Is pretty interesting. So Kawhi, Fox, and this team beat us ultimately, but it's all good. We gave them Drew Holiday, so maybe that's why. Chris Paul, Lowry, Al Horford, Kevin Love, or sorry, all retire, or 3 guys retiring the Celtics, and Kevin Love retiring on the. I don't think we have any lottery picks from anybody. It would be useful if we did, but no, not gonna happen. So we do have, our Mavericks have our pick probably from one of the trades we made, which is fine. And then Lakers 1, Miami 2. And Philadelphia number 3. Actually, you know what? It could be very important to trade up in this draft and get the number 1 overall pick. That actually could be really handy dandy. So I definitely think that's what we'll do. And then as far as head coach is concerned, you got to get the best head coach possible in the game. So Biggerstaff will be fired, and we'll be going after Michael Stauffer. Clearly, I think that'd be the best thing to go do right now. So obviously all the badges in the world, stars are there. So head coach is exactly what we needed. And I think I might look into getting the number 1 overall picked. I'm going to see if I can pull it off. I think we have enough draft picks that maybe we could. We have a couple of players we could throw at. Who was it again? The Lakers. So we'll see if we can maybe pull something off with them. So let's just start throwing a bunch of players in here. It's like Isaac Okoro, Kevin Huerter, which I guess we can't go that far. The $28 million. So maybe we can only just do 1 player and then all the picks that we have. So this would be the number 1 overall pick, which would give us quite a bit of value. This might not work out though, but I'm gonna just try it anyway. So all this for the first overall pick. Nah. Okay, and then probably need. Oh, they agreed. Wow, that was actually easier than I thought it would be. So we got the number 1 overall pick, which is nice. But I do want to gauge the value of maybe trying to trade it for one of these superstars, like I said, who we're going after, because number 1 overall should give us the best possible, star value. Like force, I guess it's not as good as it could be, but yeah, that was my ultimate goal. We got the number 1 overall pick. We have some other draft picks as well that we can throw out there still. And we have salary, which is good, and we can also flip it for more other first. We have Ricochet and Lively that we could maybe throw in the trade if needed. But yeah, let's go after one of those guys and see if we can pull it off. Okay, we got it to go through. As much as I hated trading as much as we did, we got Anthony Edwards to pair with Giannis Antetokounmpo. So we had to trade Ricochet, unfortunately. Trade the number 1 overall pick, obviously, too. Which it could have been handy to draft Cooper Flag, don't get me wrong. But I think we needed Anthony Edwards and Giannis Antetokounmpo to really be a pair for this to work out. And we still have Jakob Poeltl as well. Lively's still here. Mitch Robinson's still here. So we still have other ways of still making this work. So that is the beautiful part about all this. Other picks, 3 first-round picks still. So yeah, love that we got Anthony Edwards. It sucks to have lost Ricochet, don't get me wrong. But I definitely think this will still work out in the long run. So Derek Lively will accept, obviously. Qualifying offers, nothing going on there. And I don't think we're going to have cap space. Chumo Kiki's a free agent. But the one thing we do need to do, which I won't show all of this because it's kind of a tedious task, but we need to sign players in free agency and trade for more value, trade for more picks, which is what we'll do. Definitely need to trade like a really good, like, so we can sign Brandon Boston to a deal, or Nickeil Alexander-Walker, or Levert, or whatever. We still need to sign like a good player, like Achua, for instance. We can sign him for as much as possible or whatever. So we're going to do that. And then we can sign as many minimums as possible, and we'll just be trading for more picks. So Achua will be like our big addition, but obviously Richardson, Luke Kennard, like these guys you can just flip for first round picks, which you guys seen that I did earlier, which we're going to go ahead and start that process again. So I'll be back when I have extra draft picks at our disposal. So now that we've gotten the draft capital up, we're going to be making this trade with the Warriors. We get Denny Avdia. My hope is once we get Denny Avdia, which he's on a really good contract as well, which is also kind of why we're hunting this. But yeah, he's making like dirt cheap money for the next 3 years. That's why I'm glad the Blazers have him in real life, because his contract is so good. But yeah, we'll be trading Jakob Poeltl, Achua, and a first-round pick to pull this off. But Denny Avdia is also going to be a good fit going forward. So I really like that. So Giannis, Derek Lively, Anthony Edwards, and Denny Avdia so far is kind of the starting five I really like. I think it fits very well. So I'm very ecstatic with that. But obviously, Clarkson and Josh Green are still going to go. We still need to build out a bench as well. Robinson and Lively. So Robinson's like the only bench player. I don't mind Alvarado off the bench, actually. Not bad. So I can rock with that as our backup point guard. But definitely need to continue to make sure. And then I guess the one position we don't have as a starter, which we could say it's Alvarado. The one position we don't have as a starter is clearly the point guard spot. But I do kind of have an idea. There was someone that just got offered to me, and I kind of like the idea of grabbing him on this team and letting him develop here. So we'll see if we can get him to be offered to us again. So I'm going after Reed Shepherd here. He's only a 73 overall right now, but obviously we know how much he can develop. And I wouldn't mind him being our starting point guard going forward. His deficiencies on defense might be hidden, and maybe he becomes a bench player for us eventually, but I feel like he'll be pretty easy to trade for right now if I had to guess. So that is why we're going for him. So let's see. Second, we get an unprotected first out of this. Sign me up for that. Reed Shepherd is going to be an amazing addition to this team, and honestly, a really hidden gem to have grabbed him to add him to Detroit. So Reed Shepherd is going to quickly and slowly develop into our starting point guard. Hopefully, that's kind of my game plan. Clarkson is not somebody I really want to be part of the future. Denny Avdia is going to start. Dean Wade's a really nice contract we just got. But now it's time to see what other trade we can make, but really liking how this video is going so far. But let's throw Clarkson and Dean Wade out there in a first, and let's see what we get in return for this. Another trade I really like. We're going to be grabbing Keegan Murray off the Denver Nuggets right now. Obviously, never develops like he used to, but having him off the bench, I think, is going to be really nice. And Isaiah Stewart is not a bad player to bring in either, and his salary on top of that. So welcome, Isaiah Stewart. Probably won't keep you around if I had to guess. Probably don't need you. But Keegan Murray and Denny Avdia are both going to slide to small forward here in a second. Reed Shepherd and Alvarado. So what do we need as a backup now? Because we have our backup five. We have a small forward. So we need like a backup power forward and a backup shooting guard, technically, or at least one of those positions. So let's see if we can get that out of Isaiah Stewart with this one last trade. And then we'll do the minimum contract sign again. So like Patrick Williams, I don't mind. That actually could be useful. Lonzo Ball was offered to us, but Patrick Williams is probably going to have to be the move here. And his contract is also not bad. So boom, I really like that. Offseason so far to me has gone great. I'm going to load up on minimum contracts again to load up our draft capital again. And we'll be ready for next season. I'm actually very curious to see how next season will go. I think we might give ourselves a shot at... Oh, am I about to break 2K? Because 2K is moving very slowly right now. You know why I think it is? I think we have so many... Oh, the game crashed. Wow. Okay, well, hopefully we'll get back to our process. I think we have too many trade exceptions. So I'm going to go get rid of trade exceptions, and maybe that should fix our problem. But yeah, that did not work at all. So we'll see if I can get back in there. If I can't, then I'm be very upset. Okay, so I actually had to go past player progression because I honestly could not get this. It kept crashing. It might crash again on us, which would be very unfortunate. But yeah, I couldn't really sign any more free agents, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I have too many trade exceptions open if I had to guess. I don't know if there's a way to renounce them, but I'm going to continue to build more. Pretty sure there's a way, but hopefully 2K doesn't crash on me for doing this. But yeah, we're going to make more trades here to get more picks, but I definitely was screwing with the game a little bit. It crashed on me twice. I literally could not get into free agency. Again, I think if I had to guess, I think it's because the trade exceptions that we have opened up. I don't know if there's a way to renounce them, though, without being in free agency, because I know cap holds, obviously. Maybe we go to our salary cap table. Maybe that's a way you can do it, because that'd be really nice if you could. I know they're so, yeah, look at that. And you can't renounce them here, though. That's the annoying part. So, yeah, I'm probably screwing with 2K with how many trade exceptions I have opened up, which is really unfortunate. I wish there was a way to round that, but focusing on development here, you do have Deni Avdija, 83 overall, Anthony Edwards, 95. So, Giannis did go down, which is why I was a little kind of like, if we had Wemby, obviously Wemby progressing, not going down. So, that's the one problem I have with Giannis, but hopefully it doesn't matter in the long run. Hopefully we get into this. Hopefully this foul keeps working. I'm a little worried about that now with how many times it's crashed. But we move on. It crashed on me twice. And thankfully I'm able to just get past free agency. And it's fine. But definitely am worried about it going forward. And I think we need to draft AJ in some way, somehow, if we can. But we're 3.5. Let's see. Can we be 4.5 anywhere? No. So that's proficiency, I definitely think plays a huge role. But we gotta fix rotation even further. So let me go fix that really quick and we can look at this again. So this is what we're gonna rock with for this season. Reed Shepard, Anthony Edwards, Deni Avdija, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Derek Lively, Mitch Robinson, Keegan Murray, Patrick Williams, and Alvarado. And we'll just rock a 9-man rotation as well. So they want to start Alvarado, but I'm actually gonna throw Reed Shepard in here. I want to get Reed Shepard as many minutes as possible to let him develop. Reed Shepard, Edwards, Deni Avdija, Giannis, Lively, Mitch Robinson. I really like the fit of this roster. Proficiency is a 4-star pace and space, and we could be a 4-star defense. But Reed Shepard, weirdly enough, fits a defensive scheme, so that's very interesting, I will say. Edwards, Giannis fit it well, and Reed Shepard fits it better than Deni Avdija and Lively do, which is very bizarre. But I'm not complaining, man. If that's what 2K thinks, sure. Don't think this team will go 82-0. I think there's more work to be done. I'm a little worried about 2K crash on me already a couple times. So that definitely becomes a problem, but we'll have to just keep on moving and hope it'll work. But I doubt we go 82-0 this year, but maybe we could go win 60 to 70 games this year. That'd be pretty cool. We'll take that. Maybe we'll see. We were so close to winning 70 games as Wemby wins MVP. We lost our last 2 games of the season. Low-key kind of makes me sick. We finished up, I'm assuming so finished up at 69-13. Like I said, we could have won 72 games technically, or 71 games, but 69 is still good, don't get me wrong. But, you know, again, I really wanted, obviously, that golden prize of winning 70-plus games at least. Anthony Edwards, all-NBA first team. Giannis, all-NBA second team. But, yeah, really disappointed, like I said. Here were your stats, and then we're obviously the first team in the Eastern Conference. But it is nice to see that things are going well already. Again, I think this roster fits extremely well together, which I think is important in 2K in a way. You can't have too many scores or it just doesn't work. So we're going to be in the finals, though, again. And Dallas beat us last time. Do they beat us again? They do. Wow. Kawhi Leonard and De'Aaron Fox own us so far. We cannot beat them for whatever reason. I don't know why, but we just can't. Yeah, Kawhi, Mark Williams, John. I mean, this team just beats us, man. I don't know what it is, but all right, well, more work to be done. I'm hoping we can do something in free agency. Like I did hint at, like, yeah, I want to get AJ, but part of me wonders if we shouldn't because he might be too much. I don't know. Like, we should because of how good he becomes, but would he be a problem with this team? I don't know. But I think I got to try for it. We got the #1 overall pick last year. We have all these picks still. So, yeah, I think we got to try to get #1 overall again. Let's do it. Let's go out of the Heat and let's get AJ because, like, obviously he could be the key to pushing this over the top. I am a little worried a little bit about, like, again, you know, maybe there's too many shots to go around, but hopefully I don't even have to trade Patrick Williams to do this. Can I just do it for, like, 4 firsts? I'll just throw all these at them and see if Miami will eventually accept this. And they don't. Okay, so we might have to throw Patrick Williams in here, which is a little disappointing, but or Alvarado is a player option. Damn, that's kind of a I would have loved to have just thrown him in here instead, but Patrick Williams might have to go, and they do agree. Okay, so yeah, we got to get AJ on this team. So AJ will be the pick out of Auburn, and he'll be important going forward, obviously. So welcome to Detroit. Player options. Alvarado declines it, actually. Reed Shepard accept, and then Lively will accept. Qualifying offers. Keegan Murray is a free agent. Probably have to bring him back. Okay, so I'm not going to sign anybody yet, which I don't think we have money to, like, sign anybody important anyway. But I want to renounce all of these because I have a feeling that these trade exceptions, which they're, like, really screwing the game up because this is way too many trade exceptions. Like, that's probably glitching the game a little bit if I had to guess. So hopefully we can just renounce those, and then we'll resign Robinson, and then Keegan Murray wants a big deal, which actually I'm low-key fine with that, and we'll get Alvarado back because we can actually flip Keegan Murray for something better. We're going to pay him a lot of money, and the exceptions are gone, which is good. We needed those gone. So free agency is working fine again, which is good. So Keegan Murray paying him actually comes clutch because I definitely think we can flip him for something better. Obviously, you got AJ, Lively, Mitch Robinson. So we're going to see what we can get for Keegan Murray's contract because, again, I definitely think using his contract could really come in handy right now. So, like, for instance, I actually like the idea of this Anthony Black trade because he becomes really good off the bench and he's not going to score a ton now. Obviously, he becomes very expensive next year, but we're not too worried about that. We're getting Mogbo as well, which isn't a bad throw-in either. We are trading 3 unprotecteds, but again, we get Anthony Black. Mikal's interesting, and then Missy is interesting too. Don't get me wrong. We get Keldon. So this one is intriguing too because Missy develops really nicely. So you could have Mitch Robinson. Ooh, I'm kind of tempted. I think we do the Missy trade instead of the Anthony Black trade. We could probably get Anthony Black for Keldon Johnson potentially. So we're actually going to go ahead and do this. And that makes Mitch Robinson expendable because Missy is going to develop. So Mitch Robinson and Keldon Johnson can be thrown in a trade. And let's see what that would get me here. But I love the flow we're on right now. Josh Hart, Claxton. We don't need another center. I really would like that trade to pop up again for Anthony Black if possible, but it hasn't so far. I don't even know where he was at, but he would be a really good addition off the bench for this team. So let's see. Or he could even start, honestly, and he would make sense. So let's see if we can make this happen. Can I throw you Keldon Johnson and a bunch of picks? Would you do this? I mean, you tried to give him to me earlier. Come on. Come through with this. Let's go. 3 first doesn't get it done. A second. And another second doesn't get it done. Damn. Okay. What about not Keldon Johnson? Would you do Mitch Robinson instead? And no, they do not. What if I threw both at you somehow? I don't know if you could do that. What about Alvarado? We don't need Alvarado because we obviously have... who do we... Wait. No, we're about to get Anthony Black. So Anthony Black would replace Alvarado. So can we... Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what they would do this. They do. Okay. So we get Anthony Black here. So Anthony Black, Reed Shepard, Anthony Edwards, Denny Avdia, Keldon Johnson's going to be traded as well. Missy and Lively. I'm rocking with this, man. I actually think this team has a chance to go 2-0 next year, weirdly enough. Definitely think it's a possibility on it. But we need to make sure we get a good trade for Keldon. And then we should be chilling. So, got to get somebody who fits nicely. Nemus Kita. Grayson Allen kind of does. Obviously, just kind of a shooter off the bench. I don't know if he'll regress, though. That's my only problem with him. Nas Reed, Marvin Bagley. KCP will definitely... Tamani Kamara. Kamara is not a bad piece. I'm going to do it. We're going to say... Well, actually, that could be a mistake. Because Kamara... Yeah, we don't need a backup 3. AJ is going to play the backup 3. We need a shooting guard or a power forward. We don't have money to sign anybody. We can sign like Haywood Highsmith or something, but we might need to do the glitch really quickly. I guess not really a glitch, but it's just kind of a loophole in 2K's flawed trade system. But got to get some more picks, I think. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll try a Keldon Johnson trade again. All right, I finally got Zachary Shishé back on the team. That took me a while to make that happen, but I had to sign a few free agents, and then I had to trade for some more picks. But yeah, we just needed to sign Monty Morris, Matisse Thybulle, threw Thybulle in there, and that got it to work. So we have Shishé back, who we originally obviously had. But this is kind of the rotation we're going to rock with, man. We're going to give this a couple of seasons. Giannis Antetokounmpo regressing does have me a little worried, don't get me wrong. But this team should be, like, developed very well in a couple of seasons. Like, everyone's super young, other than Giannis. Like, again, if we had Wemby instead, I'd feel so much better. But, whoa. We're getting some good offers here. Shea, but we throw Denny. The same thing with Jokic. Luka? Ooh, okay. This one's interesting. But I gotta keep Giannis, at least for next season. Because it worked really well with him and Anthony Edwards. And Giannis brings a lot more than... I'm just worried about him regressing so much. But... player regression, you're going to have Giannis taking a 97, so we'll take that. Edwards 95, Lively 86, 85 Denny Avdia, 85 Anthony Black, 84 Reed Shepard, 84 Ricochet, and 83 Missy. So, yeah, I think this is the team we're going to go in with and hope that we can beat our 69 win record from last year. I think we can. I definitely think we can. This is coming to the end of the road. We'll probably do this season and then the next one, and we'll live with the record that we got. But hopefully we can beat the 69 win season for sure. AJ is going to be a secret weapon as well, which will be helpful. But we can't go up in proficiency, and it seemed like defense worked really well last year. And Reed Shepard, for whatever reason, is a really good fit in it, so won't move that. We'll keep the bench utilization good. So Reed Shepard, Edwards, Denny Avdia, Giannis, Lively, Anthony Black, Ricochet, Missy, and AJ. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully this goes well. And so far we're off. Oh, there's our first loss. Damn. But like I said, just hoping we can beat 69 wins. But got 3 losses early on, so we'll see how it goes. So Wemby wins MVP, but we did not beat the 69 win set that we had earlier, 60-22, which definitely sucks. And funny enough, we haven't won a championship in this video yet, so hopefully that happens soon. But 28 from Anthony Edwards, 25 from Giannis, 14 from Reed Shepard, 13 from Ricochet, 10 and 10. I mean, to me, we're going to probably keep this team intact, and we're just going to let the team develop. Again, I really wish I had Wemby instead of Giannis right now. You know, honestly, I might go another season, and then if it doesn't work next season, I might switch them just to kind of see what would happen. I just want to give, I like really just want to know if I had Wemby on this team right now, how would it do? We might have to switch some things around for that to happen. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I'm not going to do it this next season, but honestly, going to probably keep the team together for the most part. So just go to player options. Giannis declines. We're going to obviously accept a bunch of these. Giannis has to be resigned no matter what. Obviously, can't lose him or the video is just dead. The Wemby is a free agent, but we don't have the money for him, obviously. But it would be really cool if we were able to get him. Giannis Antetokounmpo has to be resigned to a deal, so that's obviously a no-brainer, non-negotiable, because we can't lose him or the video is probably dead. So Lively, and we can get those guys back. So Lively, and yeah, so there's only 2 important free agents to worry about. And then it looks like Wemby probably was signed as well. So I'm going to throw Giannis in there again. I don't know if, does he go up at small forward? Probably not. Or he does, actually. He's a 99 overall. I mean, it's worth the shot. If anyone, or Paulo's the only offer, which I don't think that makes us much better, unfortunately. Lively, I guess I can kind of explore as well. Porzingis pops up, which, yeah, is an overall difference. But AD is just cooked as you get further in 2K. So probably won't go that direction. So yeah, probably just going to leave this kind of the same. We don't really have the money to, well, I guess we have some money to throw at like Bruce Brown or something, but which we can do that. But obviously the main thing is, you know, how much does this team develop? But did not get the 69 wins like we got last year. Giannis is up to a 98. Obviously we moved him to small forward, but he's about to, oh, AJ's already up to an 88 too, which is very noticeable. So AJ's about to start. So Giannis is going to go back to power forward, but Reed Shepard, Anthony Black, Anthony Edwards, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown's obviously on a big part of what we're doing right now. So AJ is, you know, low-key kind of making Ricochet or Denny Avdia expendable, although one of them can just move to power forward, which would probably be the best thing to do. Although we can, I mean, we can look at what they would get us in the trade market. We're not trading AJ because we know how good he'd become in the draft class, but I can explore this. Doubt we do anything with it. SAR is interesting, but I don't think that really changes much. Dalton Connect, Nembhard, Michael Porter, Barnes, Trey Johnson, but that's just trade. Maxey Harrington. So like I said, I'm always looking for fit. Alex SAR, what's he doing nowadays? So he's 7 foot, 13 points, 9 rebounds. I mean, from the same draft class. Yeah, sure, we can do it. Just gives a little bit of height, and we can move him to power forward. So we'll do that and see if that changed anything. I don't know if it would, but we'll rock with it. So AJ's up to an 88, Reed Shepard 87, 87, 87, 87. I mean, this is by far the best team I've ever thrown together. So we'll see if it works out. I'm going to go this season. And like I said, if we don't succeed this year, I want to bring Wemby on this team just to see what it would look like to me. That's, I got to try that at least once, but we'll see how this season goes. And hopefully we can go 82-0, man. I doubt it, but we're up to a 4.5 proficiency. So that's good. Imagine adding Wemby to this team. Could be dangerous, but yeah, we'll rock with it. And here is obviously a rotation. So that's going to put AJ in the starting 5. And we'll see how it goes. Missy is the last player off the bench. All right, guys, we'll simulate this season. See if we can go better than... All right, we only won 60 games last year, so hopefully we can at least beat that. So we only get 60 wins again, which, yeah, sucks. So honestly, I think for this last season, I want to switch Giannis and Wemby. I just want to see what would happen if we did it, because Giannis is 33, which is why I think it's hurting us a little bit. But I mean, this is the best team I've ever thrown together. I just am curious if like everyone was young and in their primes. Like, not everyone's going to be in their primes, obviously, but I just want to see what would happen. So we're going to put Wemby and Giannis switch together, and we get eliminated in the... I can't even win a finals, bro. And Charlotte's over here getting eliminated by the Wizards round 2. Yeah, Wemby requested a trade, bro. And you guys can have Mr. Giannis for that to happen. So that is the last final move we're gonna make of the video, is just switch those guys, because we were one pick away from being able to pick Wembanyama. We almost had the number 1 overall pick. So I just want to see what happened, bro. That's all I'm looking for. So AJ, and then I'm obviously gonna resign everybody here. Like, we're not even gonna worry about the hard cap and all that. We're just gonna bring everybody back, because I just want to run this one more time back. I just kind of want to see what would happen if we try this one more time with what we got right now. So probably gonna see hard cap here soon. Yeah, there it is. So 2 players under hard cap. I'm gonna turn that off. We're gonna bring them in, and I'm gonna switch Wemby and Giannis and see what happened in this final season. All right, so here it goes. We are swapping Wemby and Giannis, like I said. So Reed Shepherd, Anthony Edwards, AJ, Wemby, Lively. That is the rotation we're rocking with. Alex Sarr, Anthony Black, Missy, and Denny Avdia. So this is by far the best team I think I've ever thrown together. Obviously, we're experimenting in this season. So I've also given everybody secondary positions. So other than Lively, don't really want to play anything other than center. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. Hoping to win more than 69 games this season. I'll see you guys at the end of it, and hopefully our wish comes true. And we're off to, there's our first loss already. So we'll see if we can hang on to an 80 win mark potentially. But yeah, there's another one. So we're probably going to lose more than I'd want to see, to be honest. But at least we gave it our best effort. Well, guys, I am okay with ending it on this note. Wemby does win Defensive Player of the Year, but we got 72 wins. So we tied the Bulls record, which I guess I'll take at this point. 72-10, decent way to end it off. Obviously, I think the most I've ever had, which was on like an older 2K, was like 80 wins, I think. I went 80-2 one time, which seems impossible now, but 29 points from Anthony Edwards, 26 from Wemby, 8.5 from AJ, 11 from Reed Shepherd, and 10 from Lively. So let's go ahead and see if we can go win a championship at least to end it off. Can we go 16-0? Nope, we dropped 1. And now we get Pistons, Wolves. And I'm assuming we ended off with a chip here, and we do. So Wemby gets a Finals MVP here, so that's fantastic. But ultimately comes down to we lost at the end of the day. We did not go 82-0. We went 72-10, which is still good, but not 82-0. I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. It was a fun one. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.